Just like most of us over the holidays, Niner got a little bit chubby when they announced the new 27.5-inch Plus version of their Jet 9 and Rip 9 trail bikes. And the big question is, do they suck? Let's find out. Last week, I got to test the completely redesigned Jet 9 RDO in the new 27.5-inch Plus version. When Niner announced that they're going to be offering a new 27.5-inch Plus option along with their namesake 29-inch wheels, it definitely made some big waves amongst Niner diehards. In my opinion, Niner's legendary geometry is one of the big reasons 29-inch wheels even took off, so I was really eager to try out their take on the smaller wheel size. Both the new Rip and Jet are going to be compatible with 29 by 2.5-inch tires as well as 27.5-inch plus size tires up to 3 inches in width, so both have potential to be your one and only bike. The Jet may be the true candidate for that elusive quiver killer though, because it combines a super fast race-inspired bike with rugged trail handling abilities. The new Jet features 120 millimeters of plush CVA travel that pairs perfectly with a 130 millimeter fork that's spec'd on the 29-inch bike and the 140 millimeter fork that's spec'd on the 27.5-inch Plus version. It's going to feature Boost 148 both front and rear, along with ISCG 05 chain guide tabs, a removable front derailleur mount, and thank goodness, a threaded bottom bracket. I specifically tested the 4-star XT version of the Jet, coming in at $6,300. It was a good selection of components, but I would like to see a more budget-friendly SRAM option in their lineup. They completely revised the geometry for modern trail riding, since the RKT or the Rocket kind of took its place in terms of the cross-country full suspension race bike. The geometry is interesting though, as it's advertised as a longer reach, but when I first hopped on, it seemed a little bit short for an XC trail bike, but it still somehow climbed like a champ. It ate up roots and rocks on steep climbs with considerable confidence and tons of traction from those 2.8-inch Maxxis Recon tires along with those short chainstays. It was really confident and stable in descending since it was stocked with a small 35mm race face stem, and even though the head angle is slacker, it was still really responsive. If they were to slacken the head angle anymore, it would make turning the chubbier tires a little bit more challenging. I thought it was a really nice touch that the frame accommodates for the slower initial turning of a fatter tire. The 3-position Fox Float DPS rear shock had plenty of adjustability, and the larger air volume really helped with small bump compliance, but it still performed really well with square edge rocks and drops. For a bike that came from a cross-country racing heritage, it absolutely plows through some chunky downhill, so you'll probably be choosing burlier lines and choosing different paths that you just can't do on a 2.5-inch tire. So riding a 27.5-inch Niner is obviously going to be a different experience than riding its 29-inch counterpart, for sure. It's going to be extremely capable in cornering, and it's going to handle small bumps and chunder really well. But it's definitely going to be a little bit slower overall because of the slight height difference as well as the added rolling resistance. But still, this bike is extremely nimble and it really wants to be thrown around like a football. If you're looking for a longer travel trail bike with the super fast feel of non-plus 29-inch wheels, I would probably go with the new Rip with the additional travel. I'll actually have a review on that coming up really soon. However, if you want a trail-slaying quiver killer, this is the bike for you. My recommendation would be to get the 27.5-inch Plus version that's stocked with the 140mm fork so you can go slay some trails, and then get a set of 29-inch wheels and go race in the weekends, all while saving a little bit of room in your garage. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please gently depress that like button and subscribe to my channel for the Rip review that's coming soon.